What's up, guys? It's MKW and Phenom here. Basically, this video is gonna be reviewing, the first quarter of the Dolphins season. I know it's been, 5 games or whatever, and but I'm sorry about the camera. I have to use a different camera now because my other camera is just messed up. So I'm gonna use this one for now. And excuse the super fruity pictures back there, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna review the first quarter of the season. I'm gonna review some players that I think have just been great, and some that have disappointed. Let's start off with the record. We're 2-3 right now. Not many thought we'd be in this spot. We could very easily be 4-1, to be honest with you. But what we've seen from this team so far is that we're a young team, that we're a resilient team, that we're a fighting team, and most of all, we have a bright future. Whatever happens this year, good or bad, we know that we have a bright future ahead of us. So let's start off with with some of the players. First of all, rookie quarterback Ryan Tannehill. What can you say about this kid? I remember when I made a video a while back mocking the draft and saying that we'd get this kid. Pointing some of his highlights and some of the things that he could do. I gotta say that kid's lived up to everything I thought he could be, and so much more. Again, the quick feet are there, the awareness is there. He progresses every game. He gets better and better and better. And maybe the stat line isn't as pretty when it comes to the touchdown to interception ratios 2-6. But most of those picks, 3 of those picks came in the first game of the season on deflected balls, and another pick was a ball that bounced off a receiver. So against the Arizona Cardinals. And another one was his fault, but you could make an argument that 4 of the 6 picks were really his fault. But yeah, that kid is just he's got everything we've been wanting in a quarterback, and it looks like we finally found our franchise quarterback, and it feels so good to have that. He makes all throws. He throws hard. He throws good. He throws quick. He moves around the pocket. He has poise. I wouldn't say he's been playing better than Andrew Luck, but you know what? I'll put him up with RG3. I think he's on the same level as RG3. I think they're right there. I think Andrew Luck is just light years ahead, but it's Andrew Luck. But I think Ryan Tannehill is right there with RG3. I think Ryan Tannehill is a real deal, and I'm very honored that he's a Dolphin. Another player that I think has made an impact, well, not recently because he's been hurt, but Reggie Bush got off to a super strong start. He's been hurt the last couple of weeks, but hopefully he'll fix that, and he'll come back strong and do what he was doing, because it was just carving up defenses, and carving them up. He was just leading the league in mercy, and hopefully he could get back to shape, get back to the norm, and keep dominating. Another player that I think has really stepped up his game this year has been Sean Smith. When Vontae Davis got traded away, we basically said to Sean, "You're our guy. You're number one. Show us what you got." And the kid, he's been nothing but extraordinary. Against Larry Fitzgerald, he did a very respectable job. And against AJ Green, he held the guy to for like 5 catches for like 69 yards or something like that. So, he's really been stepping up his game. He's gonna keep developing, and he right now he's a solid top 15 corner. I think with time he'll be one of the better corners in the league, and I'm excited about his future. Another player that I think has really excelled this year has been Mike Pouncey. I think he's ranked the best center in the NFL. I think the guy's just been doing everything: pass block, run block, leading the locker room, leading by example. He's just been, I think he's been better than his brother, and I think he will be better than his brother. And I think now that we got him, we got that anchor. We got that anchor in the middle of the line that we haven't had since Tim Rudy. I think it's a big plus for the offensive line, for the running game, and for Ryan Tannehill. Another player I think has done great has been our strong safety, Rashad Jones. I think this kid is right now the #1 ranked safety in the NFL, and he deserves to be. The guy's been making plays. He's been getting tackles for losses. He's been getting interceptions. He's been in every play. The kid has been doing everything a superstar safety should do. And to think that we got him in the 5th round a couple of years ago was mind-baffling, to be honest with you, because the kid's just been great. Even when he made his first start against Tennessee a couple of years ago, I knew when he had that sack and that pick, I was like, this kid, he has something special. And now he's showing that specialness, and I think he's going to be one of the better safeties of the NFL for the many years to come. Another player I think has done very well this year has been Randy Starks. The Kid, the guy's been a great terror in the middle of that D-line, and he's made some great plays, some great sacks. He had a great pick against Andy Dalton last week. Let's see him keep doing that. Another player that I think has been doing sensational has been wide receiver Brian Hartline. So many questions regarding who's going to be that #1 guy. Well, lo and behold, it turns out Brian Hartline for now. I think we'll end up getting a receiver in the draft or in free agency, more likely the draft. But I think Brian Hartline's been phenomenal, and I think he's very deserving of a contract extension, and I think he'll get one. I think he'll be a #2 for us for a long time. And Cameron Wake, he's been a monster as expected. I mean, the man got paid, so can't say much about that guy. And as always, Jake Long. He's been Jake Long. He hasn't had his best year as a pro, but he's been a leader, and he's been more than decent at left tackle so far. Now let's go to some disappointments. I think. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Cole Messi also having a very good year. Very good year for Cole Messi. Finally living up to some hype. And Jared Odrick doing a great job stopping the run. Now some negatives. Some guys that haven't been playing up to potential. I think Michael Agnew, the rookie tight end, has been a major disappointment. I think Richard Marshall, the cornerback we got from Arizona, has been a humongous disappointment. And I think also that our running back, what's his name? I think Daniel Thomas has been sort of a disappointment, because he's had some touchdowns here and there, but he hasn't been that bruising back we all thought he could be, and he's been kind of soft. He had 2 concussions in 5 weeks. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. And the team looks promising. It looks good. And Joe Philbin has been an amazing coach, and I think him and Tannehill are going to be something special here for many years to come. So the times look good for the Miami Dolphins, and we should all be very excited. Whatever our record ends up being this year, it's irrelevant, to be honest with you, because making the playoffs will be sweet. But at the end of the day, we know that we finally have that coach and that quarterback that could lock together and lead us for a long time. So this has been NKW and Phenom. I'll do another vid regarding the second quarter of the season, probably after week 9, after our season, after week 9. I'll probably do another video about the Dolphins, and I'm gonna see if I do a draft video soon. So this is NKW and Phenom. Take it easy.